Oh, today we are making some creamy ham, potato, and corn chowder soup. Let me tell you, this soup was so delicious when I made it, and let me tell you, it was right on time when it was cold down here in Florida. Well, honey, we was in the 50s. Can you believe that? This soup is a rich and creamy potato soup with sweet corn and salty pieces of ham and bacon. Baby, this was delicious. So let's get to making it. Now listen closely. I'm going to say these ingredients, y'all. So we have 2 cups of cooked ham, 6 slices of bacon, 5.5 tablespoons of butter, 1 medium yellow onion, 2 carrots, 2 celery stalks. We have 2 cans of low sodium chicken broth, 5 medium red potatoes. We have 3/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1.5 teaspoon, a half a teaspoon of dried thyme, 1 bay leaf, salt and pepper, 2 cups of corn, you can use frozen or fresh, 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, and 3 cups of milk, and 1/2 cup of sour cream or heavy whipping cream. In a large pot, we are going to melt our 1.5 teaspoons of butter over medium heat. Now make sure you don't burn this butter, girl. Next, we are going to saute our onions, carrots, celery, and we are going to saute those until they are tender. And we're just going to mix those up. And here we are going to add in our potatoes. Now, I didn't show y'all that part. I also didn't show you the part where I added my chicken broth. Here we add in some pepper and some salt. We just going to mix that in. You also want to add your oregano, your thyme, and your bay leaf. Now we're going to bring our mixture to a boil over medium-high heat. Then we're going to reduce it to medium. We're going to cover with a lid and allow it to cook. You want to stir occasionally until your potatoes are nearly tender. That takes anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, depending on the size of your potatoes. Once your potatoes are softened, we are going to add our ham and our corn. And you're going to cook that for about 5 minutes. Okay? Meanwhile, in a medium saucepan, you want to add the remaining of your 4 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Well, look at that butter melt. I love me some butter, honey. If you can't tell by my videos, I love me some butter. So we're going to melt down our butter. And here we're going to add in our flour. And we're going to cook this mixture, and we're going to stir constantly for about 1.5 minutes. While whisking slowly, we're going to add in our salt and pepper. You want to bring your mixture to a boil and allow it to thicken. You want to whisk constantly. We're going to remove from the heat. And now we're going to add it into the pot with the rest of our ingredients. So we're going to mix this in. I'm adding in my roux, if you want to call it. And we're just going to add it to our soup. So here I added in my milk, and we're just stirring up things, trying to make sure that everything is mixed together. Here I'm adding in my sour cream. And you want to make sure that you turn your stove off, and you want to make sure that your soup is done when you add your sour cream. So we're mixing, and mixing. And remember that bacon that I said that you needed at the beginning. You want to make sure that that bacon is nice and crispy. You could cook it on the stove. I cooked mine in the oven. I did not show you that part, but that is part of the ingredients. So now we're going to fix our delicious soup in a pretty bowl. Look at those chunks, baby. Let me tell you, when I ate this soup, it was so good. It warms the insides, baby, especially if you're cold. This was a nice hearty lunch. So here I'm just going to top it with some bacon, and I did add a little cheese on the top for that razzle dazzle. And we're going to add some parsley, and here is our soup. Let me tell you, baby, this soup was so delicious. If you haven't made a creamy ham, potato, and corn chowder soup, baby, you are missing out. So I want to thank you for watching Baby We Eats. And if you like this video or this recipe and you want to see more like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching Baby We Eats.